Welcome back to the channel. It's a special day. We have a new episode of 90 Day Fiancé, and I'm excited about it. I feel like I should confess that I actually do enjoy watching this show.
In my past relationships, it's been a lot of chemistry in the beginning, and then it's just faded.
What if I'm not as attracted to him as I thought I was, or I was previously?
What if he's not attracted to me anymore? That would be probably the worst case scenario.
Can I just say how insane it is that you have this woman who is acknowledging that all of her past relationships, which have failed, were built around lust. And here she is in this relationship with the guy, which is clearly built on lust again. And she's clearly only worried about the lust component of her relationship, right? Like she is nurturing the piece of this which has failed her in the past, but she's just recycling the same damaging behavior. I don't have a lot of hope for her.
I have a fiance. We're gonna get married, hopefully. Feeling a little bit scared and nervous.
How long am I gonna be driving with this woman in my car? It's 6 hours. Good luck, bud.
I'm marrying an Indian guy that I haven't seen in 2 years. Is it crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My mom is always looking bright for me for arranged marriage, but I'm keep pushing her back because I already engaged with Jen.
जा रहा हूँ मैं अभी तो जिम.
फिर कितने बजे तक आएगा?
I haven't told about my and Jen relationship because she will not understand, because there is a cultural difference, language barrier, and the age difference.
It seems like every couple in this show, the procrastination around having serious conversations is mind-boggling to me. Let's fly Jen out to my house where she will certainly bump into my mom, you know, when I'm getting married. Let's do all that without telling my mom, and then surprise, mom, look at my white fiance. Wouldn't you think he would just run that by his mom a little bit before so his mom had time to prepare? Maybe TLC pays them to cultivate dysfunction in their familial relationships. I don't know.
I'm telling my mom that I'm leaving for the gym, but in real, I'm gonna meet with Jen at the apartment which I chosen for her. Makes me feel bad. I lied to my mother, but I need some time to figure out how to tell her.
In the 2 years when they were apart, there wasn't enough time to plan.
Una nueva etapa, un nuevo capítulo, un nuevo comienzo.
Sí, tanto tiempo. Por fin va a venir.
La relación de Gabe con Miguel Ángel es increíble. La conexión que tienen es como dos amigos.
I will say, I do think it is sweet that she's made it a family affair, right? Like everybody's involved. This, I keep saying it, this relationship seems like the only one that's reasonably viable, right? There's a different kind of connection here than in any of the other relationships described in the show.
¿Es mejor? Y mira, es no más.
Cuando Gabe me muestra el tatuaje con mi nombre me encantó, pero también me muestra que se tapó un tatuaje que tenía.
I do think it's funny that Gabe's pattern is he gets interested in a woman, tattoos her name on himself, and then all he's got to do is just black it out and add the new name every time. Just keep him moving, right? You got a lot of canvas to cover. I will say, once you have this pattern, right? Once you have the pattern of tattooing people's names on you, every time you're in a new relationship, you know the other person's like, hey man, when are you getting rid of the old and adding the new? We need to update that canvas there, buddy. You know, kick it in gear. Come on.
Soon-to-be wife, Jamie, and it has been everything I imagined and more.
I'm so happy that I'm finally here.
I love the boob pillows up on the top shelf.
Found an apartment. She is moving in tomorrow, and this apartment was $100 more a month in rent, so I was pretty pissed.
They're in this, like, we want this relationship to work, and we are so in love, and everything is perfect, but you can see that Chris is like, are you freaking kidding me? You have no idea how to handle your money. You are not prepared for this at all. We are going to be destitute if you don't get your life together, right? There's this underlying tension, which I would guess is going to explode in like 2 days, maybe less. Okay, Nicole and Mahmoud, I think, are carrying the mantle right now for this on this show for being the worst couple. The couple that has the least chance of surviving. Here we have a woman that has no interest in being in Egypt. She's moved there. She can't stand the rules. She can't stand her husband's approach to the rules. she left Egypt before she ran away before, and now she's back. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, my love. So Ibrahim is waiting now. I have like to let him know where we are exactly. Yeah.
I've just arrived in Cairo, and Mahmoud's cousin, Ibrahim, is going to drive us to Mahmoud's house. Within the first 5 minutes, he complained about my clothes.
Oh my God. What's this one?
I'm really angry with Mahmoud, but I'm just trying to hold it in because I don't want to have a huge fight at the airport or in front of his cousin.
That's the best thing to do. You just stuff your anger. Just keep stuffing it. Keep stuffing it. It'll resolve itself. Just keep cramming it in there.
Or if somewhere, I don't know.
Yes, this is too easy, you know?
Are they all just joking about different ways in which they can kidnap her? Yeah, we steal her passport. It's too easy for her to get out the way she is. Doesn't she look trapped?
In the U.S., we always just go out and like meet people, and they like sort of become our family. So that's why I was asking.
Egypt, woman no go out
Too much.
too much. It's just no family.
But a big family, you know? No need go outside, friend. Huh?
Yes. You have in America too much friends. Do you have?
I have quite a few friends, yeah.
How miserable does she look? They're sitting here describing her prison to her, right? You need to change the way you dress, change the way you eat, change the way you speak. You're not going to go out and make friends. You're going to stay here with us, the family. What else do you need beyond this family? And she's just like, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, God.
My son, Julian, he's afraid Osama's after me for my money. So I decided to get a prenup prior to going to Morocco.
If you want my best interest, you wouldn't go over there and get married in the first. You're taking unnecessary risk. That's what you're doing.
But why do you think I'm getting the prenup? This is going to make you feel a lot better when you talk to my lawyer.
Your lawyer's not going to convince me that you should marry this guy.
Julian's very protective of me, except he's a little rough around the edges.
She's 67, and she's dating a guy in Morocco that's in his 20s. She's 3 times his age. I think her son is exceptionally reasonable. Exceptionally.
Do you have something for me?
Yeah, I bring whatever you want. You text me before, and this is a quick yoga session for us also.
Okay. Loving this, thank you. I'm so happy that you brought this heater because I was freezing my ass off last night. Not good. Actually, there's a few more things that I think I'm gonna need.
I didn't buy it before because I don't know what you like it. So whatever you like, we will buy day by day. And
Can I just say that if I were in charge of setting up an apartment and I forgot things like a blanket and toilet paper, my wife would be less understanding than she is. So she's quite accommodating. I think I'd be dead in the street. But he's like, hey, I brought you this little mini heater and a couple of yoga mats for a quick yoga session. I guess that's what happened when you had the long hair and the curls, you know? You get away with a lot.
We don't talk about it. It's not a factor in me and her relationship. So I feel happy because she doesn't treat me bad, you know?
Okay, bien. ¿Tú crees tu padre es bien con yo es un trans?
Ay, no sé. Es tu decisión. No sé después todo es bien o qué.
Antes de Gabe, yo personalmente nunca había conocido un chico trans y menos mis papás. Entonces, por eso, a veces en mi cabeza está la idea de que es mejor no decir nada, seguir como estamos y pues nadie se va a dar cuenta.
I know that's the wrong answer. Like, I understand why Gabe wants to come out to her family, but man, if I were in his shoes, I wouldn't. I just, like, for what reason do they need to know, right? It's his relationship with her. It just seems like I just wouldn't risk it. You know, you could argue he could have had the conversation earlier, you know, before he moved to Colombia, but there would be no drama.
Don't you think that's too much?
If it's a casual meeting and she's not unaware about your status.
Right. Correct.
Then I think it's a bit over the top. We can tone it down a little bit.
Yeah? Okay. I've met Rishi's family once before at Rishi's sister's wedding 2 years ago, but they didn't know that we were in a relationship. It was only briefly, so this is gonna be my first chance where I really get to have a conversation with them.
It's a skirt, which is Indian skirt, with a blouse. But to make it Indo-Western, we have a jacket with this.
I don't want to be rude, but like, it's so not me.
I think, I could be wrong, but isn't yellow not a good color for her? Like, I think she needs like, I should check with my wife, but I think she would look better in like a darker color because her skin's more pale. I used to sell shoes at Nordstrom. I think I'm right about that. In the comments, let me know.
I think maybe there's a communication breakdown here because you want to like doll me up, but then you're like, but just as a friend.
I just want to introduce you, first of all, that you are here. From past 2 years, you were like absence. We just have to like give time to them, and I tell them.
How bad could it be if you introduced me as your fiance? I mean, we've been engaged for like 2 years.
Maybe they can don't let me out from the house, or they can push me like, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Did you just say they're not gonna let you out of the house?
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna hold you down?
I'm with her. That does sound absurd, but I think that's a cultural miss on her part, right? Like his family in that culture, family has power. I mean, like here I am like justifying. I think the family does have power. I also think, hey, 2 years is plenty of time for him to tell his family about his fiance. So I'm with her too.
For my family, because there is no key person in my family except me. I'm just want a good way. I just want a good way that where we can both
I don't want to meet your family. Honestly, at this point, I have a visa until X date. I'll be here until then. You let me know when you want to be honest with your family about us.
But very soon.
Bye.
She is impulsive. I think she's even manipulating him a little bit here. And I'm actually impressed with her stance. I'm here. If you want this to work, you need to tell your family. I think is very reasonable. She shouldn't be stuck here having to play a game with him. We made it. The dysfunction rolls on, and at least we have this to look forward to next episode. Thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, all those things.